Welcome back everyone, and thanks for watching. If you like what you've seen today, please like and subscribe below. And if you want to know when I have videos uploaded, click the little bell icon. It'll let you know when I have a new video. So can you see something different? Yes, I got a new backdrop. Well, not really. It's actually from my wedding. Yeah, which was around 5 years ago. And I used this fabric as part of the tablecloth at my wedding. Yeah, I thought, why not put it to good use? I haven't done anything with it since, so yeah. So today we're going to be making madeleines, and not just any madeleines, but we're going to be making vanilla orange Totoro madeleines. Yes. I chose to make an orange flavored madeleine today because for the Totoro, I'm going to be dipping it in chocolate, and I wanted it to pair good with each other. So yeah, that's why I chose to do an orange flavor. So let's get to it. Let's take a look at some things you'll need. You'll definitely need eggs. You'll need 2 eggs plus 1 egg white. Not egg yolk, but egg white. You will also need some vanilla. You'll need a sifter. You'll need some all-purpose flour. You'll need baking powder. You'll need butter and sugar. And of course, since I am making orange flavored, you'll need some orange juice. So I have 5 ounces of butter here, and I'm going to melt this in the microwave. Just enough so that it's melted, and I'm going to let it cool down back to room temperature. Okay, my butter is all nice and melted, and while that's cooling down, I am going to prepare the rest of it. Next are our eggs. I have 2 eggs plus 1 and we are going to mix this until they're nice and fluffy. Next, we are adding our sugar. We need 3/4 of a cup. I do not have a 3/4 cup measure, so I am going to use a 1/4 cup. And yeah. And we beat this all together. Next, we need 1 teaspoon of vanilla. And you need 1 teaspoon of orange juice. Now, technically, you're supposed to use fresh squeezed orange, but I don't have that, and in Japan it's actually really expensive to buy fruit. So I'm just using regular old store-bought orange juice. And we mix. Now we switch to a spatula. Yes. And you need a sifter. So it is 1 cup of flour and 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder. And you just sift. And we fold this in. Yes, folding action. We are trying not to overmix it. And we are now going to add our butter. Yes. So yes, the all-important Madeleine Tray. Voila. Yes, these are pretty small, but I think these are like the traditional size. But yeah, So what I am going to do is I'm going to take some nonstick spray. I have EVOO here, and I'm going to spray them. But I'm going to take this and I'm actually going to spread the oil around so that it's not all in just one place, because you don't want your little cookies or little cakes, whichever one you want to call it, to stick. Yeah, so you want to get it all in these little grooves. I'm being quite aggressive if you can't tell. Now you want to cook them until they get a nice little golden crust around the edge, and that's when they're done. Yes. Now they should only take about, I would say, 5 or 6 minutes in the oven until they're done. But I'm putting the first batch in a little bit longer because usually you have to open the oven and it lets out all the heat that you've just created. Yeah, and it's maybe not as hot. And especially here in Japan, my oven, after it preheats, it kind of stops preheating for some reason. I don't know. So the temperature goes down a little bit until I can get it into the oven. So that's why for the little extra time for me. So the Madeleines have just come out and they look perfect. Oh my goodness. I'm so happy. Now let them cool down a little bit in the pan so that they can maintain their little shell-shaped form, and then you can just invert it onto a cooling rack. Yeah. So now I will tell you that you need to make sure your Madeleine pan is cleaned between each batch. Yes, because they can stick if you don't wash them. Even if you put more oil or butter on the pan after you've cooked in it, they will still stick. So yeah, you have to wash. So now that all the Madeleines are done, we are now going to decorate. Yay! The best part! So when I thought of Madeleines and Totoro, I kind of thought about this image here, and I kind of drew it up on what I want the cookies to kind of look like, or I imagine Totoro in a cookie form kind of thing. We're going to try and make it like this picture. We'll see how well it turns out. Yeah. Important aspects of Totoro that make him Totoro are his ears and his whiskers and also the little arrows on his stomach. Yes, those I think are 3 main things that kind of identify him as Totoro. So we're going to try and make sure we have all 3 of those things on our Madeleines. We take our Madeleine, this is just our plain Madeleine that we have cooked, and we got to add some ears first. Yes, ears are important. And I have decided to use little almond slivers. They are a little more difficult to work with because of how thin they are, but I think the thinner the better, because it's not about having a big thick piece of almond in your mouth. It's just about the look kind of thing. So yeah, you don't need to go crazy buying whole almonds or anything. You just need a really small pack of sliced almonds. That's it for the ears. You're going to put them in the top here on the curved side because yeah, he has pretty much a roundish oval body, and I think this would be the best for his top. So we're going to put the ears up here and we're just going to stick them right in. And yeah, it might take you a couple of tries because like I said, it's a little difficult, but you don't have to stick it in very far, just enough to make sure it stays in, because we will be dipping it in chocolate. Now that all the ears are on, I am going to do my favorite part, which is the chocolate. Yay! I just have some plain white chocolate here, and it's about 500 grams. But what I've done is I have split it. I have about 1/3 of it off to the side because we're going to temper this chocolate by using the microwave, not the traditional way. Mainly because I don't have any of those tools to do it traditionally, and yeah, I have a microwave. So let's do it that way. Now, you may be asking, why is it white? Isn't Totoro gray? Yes, he is. And that's why I have some black decorating chocolate here. And to make gray, it literally takes a tiny, tiny little drop of this to make gray. As you know, if any of you have ever tried to make gray, that if you put too much of this in there, it goes really wrong really fast. So I definitely recommend like a small decorating tube like this, and you just put a little tiny drop, you stir it in and see if it turns the right color gray for you. And if it needs to be darker, you can add a little tiny bit more. Just kind of gauge it like that. So let's get tempering this chocolate. I am going to put this in the microwave for 30 seconds. Yeah, just 30 seconds. Stir it up. 30 more seconds, stir it up until it kind of gets really, really melty. You don't want to overcook it. You don't want to burn it. You can easily burn chocolate in the microwave if you cook it too long. So 30-second intervals or less just to melt it. And once it's melted, you add the room temperature chocolate you have off to the side. And that cools it down to a temperature and reheats the chocolate that is on the side. And that's basically how you temper chocolate the traditional way. You have to heat it up, cool it down, and then heat it back up. Yeah, there's all sorts of stuff. So we're going to do it like this. So let's get melting this chocolate. Okay, so I have melted the chocolate and I've added the extra chocolate in. And basically you're just going to sit here and stir that chocolate until all of it has become nice and melted. The heated up chocolate should melt the ones that you had on the side. It just might take, it could take up to 5 minutes before it all gets all nice and melted all together. But you do not need to put it back in the microwave again. Now that you have your gray chocolate, we are going to dip the madeleines in. Yay! So let's get to dipping. Basically you want a half moon shape on your madeleines. So yeah, let's try this. Also, another thing is you need to make sure the ears are in quite good, because you can easily lose them in the chocolate. And if you do, it's not a big deal. Just take another almond slice and stick it in there, and then maybe take a toothpick and just color over it. Yeah. And it's probably not going to come out as a U shape, just to let you know. It's actually very difficult to get the U shape because, yeah, it's a round cookie, and yeah. But we're going to go back and make the half moon shape with a small spoon or toothpick, just to make it look like that. So you have your trusty toothpick. Yay! If you've never been in art class, now's your chance. Yes. Here is one of my Totoros. It doesn't look very good. You can see that it doesn't have that whole half moon shape. So I'm basically just going to paint on the half moon shape on here. So now that you have your basic Totoro done, we get to do some fancy decorating. Yay! So yes, I am using, again, my black chocolate decorating, and I have some more like white chocolate decorating to make those fancy arrows on his stomach and the eyes and the whiskers. Yes. Okay, and you are done. We have Totoro Madeleines. Yay! They look so cute. I know they're not perfect, but I'm not a professional chef. I'm an at-home mom that has a little one, and yeah, so I think they look really cute. What do you guys think? Do you think they look like Totoro? I've been wanting to make these cookies for a while now, and I'm so proud of myself. They are so cute. Yes, I can't wait to share them with some of my friends. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I hope to see you on my next one. Yes, so come on down to the little buttons down there. Yes, please click the subscribe button, and if you want to see more of my videos and know when they come up, click the little bell icon. Yeah, so have a great night. Bye.